how to receive, what is the procedure for receiving the Shiva Diksha. Now the Shiva Diksha that we are going to be having today, you will be receiving the initiation into three very sacred mantras. And so the first part will be the mantra diksha, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be revealing the sacred mantras and will be initiating us into these sacred mantras. Then we have the Jnanavati Deeksha, where just from the space, the state space and the powers and the being of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff will be transmitting that experience of Paramashivoham into each and every one of us. And parallelly, the Kriyavati Deeksha is also happening as we are doing the rituals as per the Agamas in the Kailasa Nithyananda Paramashivam in Bengaluru for on behalf of all the Shiva Deeksha level 1 initiates today. So let us now take a look into a quick procedure on how do we receive the Shiva Deeksha, what is the steps that are involved. An initiation empowered Varanyana Sambandha to learn the Vedas and Agamas at the age of 7, who is the author of the Sridanam Srila Sri Jnana Prakasha Deshika Paramacharya Swamigal. At the age of 11, Swamiji delivered his first public discourse on this ultimate truth. There you can see the picture of Swamiji at the age of 11. So how do we receive the Shiva Diksha? Now, once Swamiji has given the initiation, after today's initiation, all the Shiva Diksha level 1 initiates, if you are receiving the Diksha for the very first time today, then you are expected to draw this mandala in your home, and you will actually see the white cloth. You have to spread a white cloth and draw this mandala. The instructions on how to draw this mandala has been sent out in an email to all of you. It is basically made with plain rice. A white rice and white rice mixed with kumkum, you get red color. White rice mixed with turmeric, you get the yellow color. And white rice mixed with the carbon soot, which is the deposits from like a lamp or a candle. You keep a vessel, that vessel, the lamp deposits like a carbon. So you just mix rice with that carbon deposit with a little bit of oil to get the black color. So you create this Sadashiva mandala, which should be made on a white cloth. So nicely draw 4 Shivalingas and the center circle. The next slide. So the participants are to offer the flower. So what you have to do is you have to draw the mandala. You have to take a flower, stand in front of the white Shivalinga, and you are expected to drop the flower. And wherever the flower falls, based on where the flower falls, you will be getting the Shiva Diksha spiritual name. So this slide shows you how to create the mandala and what are the items that are required. And if you have not received the email or if you do not know how to do it, you can always rewind this YouTube video and freeze it at this frame, and you can prepare the Sadashiva mandala. In the interest of time, we will be moving forward. The next slide. Next slide. So here it also gives the directions of how to prepare, how to make the Sadashiva mandala. And you will have to stand in front of the white Shivalinga. And you have to drop the flower. We will be showing in the next picture. So draw a Om symbol in front of the Sadashiva mandala. You will stand on the Om symbol, take a flower in your hand and drop it from the top. Do not choose and put, just drop it. See where the flower falls, either on the white, red, yellow, black, or in the center circle. Now, based on where the flower falls, we can move to the next slide. Based on where the flower falls, you will be receiving a Shiva Diksha spiritual name. So here is how you will be standing and you will be offering the flower on the Sadashiva mandala. Next slide. So based on where the flower falls, each of these 4 Shivalingas and the center circle represent the 5 faces of the Sadashiva. Paramashiva with 5 faces is called as Sadashiva. So Sadashiva, who is the manifestation of Paramashiva with 5 faces, has 5 different faces, each face representing one of the cosmic actions. Paramashiva is known for he does the 5 cosmic actions of creation and sustenance, rejuvenation, putting out of delusion and liberation. So the 5 faces that correspond to that is the Satyojata phase, which is responsible for creation, generation. Vamadeva phase, which is responsible for sustenance. The Aghora phase, responsible for rejuvenation. The Purusha phase of Sadashiva, responsible for pulling out of delusion. And Ishana phase of Sadashiva does the cosmic action of liberation. So the next slide. So when you drop the flower, depending on where the flower falls, you will be receiving a Shiva Diksha spiritual name. We can move to the next slide. Okay, so now let's take a look at this slide. Based on where the flower falls, let us say your name is Padmini, and the flower falls on the red color Shivalinga, then Padmini will have a spiritual name, Padmini Vamadeva Shiva Shakti. Now let's say your name is Gopal, and the flower falls on the black Shivalinga, then your name will be Gopal Aghora Shivam. All the male initiates will receive the name ending with Shivam. All the female initiates will receive the name ending with Shiva Shakti. So here is a spiritual name chart. So draw the mandala, take a flower, drop it from the top, see where the flower falls, and you can receive the Shiva Diksha spiritual name this way. The next slide. So here it says how to find your spiritual name. So male and female, based on where in which phase the flower falls, you will be receiving that specific spiritual name. And each name is associated with one of the 5 cosmic actions of Paramashiva: creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion, and liberation. And all the initiates, when you receive the Shiva Diksha, it is also required that you should wear the Kantamala. Okay, so the Rudraksha Kantamala. The initiates who receive the Shiva Diksha are gifted the sacred Rudraksha Kantamala. This Rudraksha Kantamala should be tied such that the Rudraksha is touching the base of the throat. Here you see this notch that you have. This Rudraksha should touch the base of the throat. Now, while receiving the Mantra Diksha, the Supreme Pontiff, from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, this Rudraksha is immediately contained with the energy of the mantra and continuously vibrates the mantra. Rudraksha is like an energy battery. It stores the energy and constantly keeps you in the high energy state. So once you receive the Shiva Diksha, this Kantamala that comes around your neck should never be removed. This is like a protection. It protects you till the time of even at the time of your death. Only the Shiva Dutas, the messengers of Shiva, will come, not the messengers of Yama, not the Lord of Death, but Paramashiva Dutas will come and take you to Kailasa. So once you receive the Shiva Diksha level 1, you should always be wearing this Kantamala. We will be shipping this Kantamala to the nearby centers, to all our centers worldwide. So you can approach your nearest center to receive the Kantamala. Now, there may be some delays due to COVID, so we request your understanding and patience. We are working on shipping all the items that you will need for the initiates. We will be shipping it shortly. So after the initiation after the centers have received the shipment, you can collect it from your nearest center. So here you can see how the Kantamala should be tied exactly around your neck so that the Rudraksha touches the base of the neck. The mantra should be constantly radiating in your throat. Rudraksha will make the mantra constantly rotate, and the mantra will energize the Rudraksha, and both will charge each other constantly. Now, where is the Yajnopavita? Now, all the male initiates to wear the energized sacred thread on themselves from the left shoulder and below the right arm. So the Yajnopavita, like how Swamiji is putting, comes on the left shoulder of the male and comes under the right arm. Only the male initiates will receive the Yajnopavita for the Shiva Diksha level 1. All the female initiates will be receiving it during Shiva Diksha level 2. So Yajnopavita consists of 9 strands that signify the awakening of the 9 strands of DNA that are awakened in us during the Gayatri initiation. So the Yajnopavita should be on your body at all times. Do not remove it. Even when you're taking bath, the sacred thread can always be on your body. Now, what are the things? There are some kind of a do's and don'ts that you should observe once for all the Shiva Diksha initiates according to the Dharma. So it says, never abuse Lord Paramashiva, the source of the cosmos. So once you receive the Shiva Diksha, you commit that I will never abuse Paramashiva. I will never abuse the words of Paramashiva, which are the Vedas and the Agamas. You will never abuse the Guru from whom you received the initiation. Fourth, you will never abuse the sadhakas, means the seekers on the path. Fine. You will never cross the shadow of the Shivalinga. Anywhere, you will never cross the shadow. And you will not eat the food kept aside to be offered for Chandikeshwara. Chandikeshwara is considered the accountant of Paramashiva. Never anything offered to the food offered to Chandikeshwara should not be partaken. Typically, the food that you offer to Paramashiva, you will take as Naivedyam offering. But just for the deity of Chandikeshwara, the food offered should not be partaken. You will never cross the flowers or the food kept aside for Chandikeshwara or offered to Chandikeshwara or offered to Lord Shiva. You will never cross. If any flower garland or flowers are kept, you will never cross that. And you will remove the Kantamala. You will never remove the Kantamala or the Yajnopavita from your body. The Kantamala and the Yajnopavita for the male and the Kantamala for both the male and the female should never be removed. It is literally like a protection. I have seen hundreds of cases and situations where the people who had the Kantamala around their neck got protected from such unexpected, like, there's some car accident or there's some unexpected health issue, anything. This Kantamala protects like anything. So never remove the Kantamala at any cost. Always have it on your neck at all times. This literally you will see Swamiji protecting you. Now, according to the Hindu scriptures, it always says whenever you receive an initiation, always offer the Guru Dakshina. So it highly recommends, Paramashiva himself recommends in the Hindu scriptures, in the Agamas, that a disciple, it is the lakshana of the disciple, it is highly recommended for a disciple to offer the Guru Dakshina when receiving the initiation or when approaching the Guru for the initiation. Now let us understand what is Guru Dakshina. Now, dakshina is a sacred offering made by the disciple onto a guru as a mark of deep gratitude for happening in our life and choosing us to bestow the auspicious Paramashivatva in us. It is an extremely sacred offering. Now, for the purpose of achieving good health, well-being, success, and spiritual evolution in all dimensions of life, and for the humanity to raise itself, Paramashiva embodies himself in a human form and descends on the planet as a guru. Paramashiva himself comes down as a guru to raise humanity. Now, the Guru's life, please understand the context behind Guru Dakshina. Why do we make an offering to a Guru? Because the Guru's life itself is an offering to us. For the one who has offered his entire life to us, offering our deepest gratitude to that being who has offered himself to us is Guru Dakshina. Dakshina is the sacred offering made by the disciple onto the Guru as a mark of deep gratitude for happening in our lives. So out of your deepest gratitude to the Guru, you offer the Guru Dakshina. Now, when we make any offering to Paramashiva incarnate Guru, he showers multifold back to us. In reality, so Guru Dakshina, which is an offering to the Guru, is therefore an offering we do to ourselves. In reality, it is not Guru Dakshina, it is an offering to ourselves. Because whatever we give, the Guru showers us back. So it's nothing but we are not giving anything, we are only receiving multifold. And the tradition also, it is actually in the Hindu scriptures itself. We can move on to the next slide. The tradition beautifully says that the disciple should always approach the Guru with a Guru Dakshina. In the Srimad Kamika Agama, Bhagavan Sadashiva reveals the various sacred offerings that one should give to the Guru. It says at the end, the chief sponsor, the Yajamana, in this case, the disciple, should worship the chief Acharya or the Guru and honor him with a new cloth, gold ring, and others. So it tells what are all the things that you can offer as Guru Dakshina. Like you can offer a new cloth, a gold ring, and others. The worthy materials used in this yajna, such as a golden cloth and others, should be dedicated to the acharya. They should not be given to others for their enjoyment. All those substances left over in the yajna and the decorative materials of the pavilion and the skandila, the clothes, the gold, the kumbha, the kalasha, the torana, the ladle, shuruva, the 8 auspicious objects, the ashta mangala, the 9 gems, the remaining portion of the karu and the nevedya, the valaya and the prapa of the pavilion, and other materials used in snapana and others. All these should be dedicated to the guru, the chief acharya, who hails from the lineage of the 5 gocharas. So here it says you can offer a new cloth, a gold ring, you can offer clothes, gold, kumbha, kalasha, 9 gems, all the auspicious things, everything you can offer to the guru. But now, because it is all an e-offering, you can offer the guru dakshina online. And the Hindu tradition recommends that the disciple offers a guru dakshina. It is not mandatory, it is absolutely optional, and all these initiations are given completely free of cost. So I really want to share that the guru dakshina is not a mandatory offering. We are sharing the context as mentioned in the Hindu scriptures about the significance of guru dakshina. However, all the initiations that we'll be receiving and the Supreme Pontiff will be blessing us with are completely free of cost for anybody from anywhere. And the guru dakshina is an option. Whoever wants to offer, you can offer the guru dakshina. Now, the tradition says that there are 5 people you should never meet empty-handed. Whenever you meet a child, you see a child, you always share something. A pregnant woman who's carrying one more life in her, when you see her, you always share something. Third is a beggar is in the street or anywhere in the person who is in need, a poor person who feel like giving something. The fourth is a sadhu, a sannyasi. When you see a sannyasi, always you should share something. And the 5th person, you should never go empty-handed. You should always give something as your guru. Whenever you approach a guru, always go with something in your hand. The next slide. So whoever would like to receive the Shiva Diksha, we request you to please complete the form, which is tinyurl.com/PSM2 Shiva Diksha. So this is for all the Shiva Diksha if you're receiving it for the first time, or if you're receiving it like you've already received it and you're going to be sitting for the initiation today, all of you can fill this form. Please note down the URL, tinyurl.com/PSM2 Shiva Diksha. And this form has both the level 1 and level 2 details in it. So you can fill both together if you know about them. If not, you can wait till I finish the introduction to level 2 and then you can fill this form. Please note down the form. Even if you have received the initiation earlier, but you are going to be sitting for the initiation today, please go ahead and fill this form. Because only the people who have filled the form will be receiving those initiations. Because some initiations require some lifestyle changes. So only the people who say that, yes, I want to receive this initiation will be receiving the initiation. Now, if you are sitting and watching it via YouTube or Facebook, you did not fill this form, but you are sitting for the Shiva Diksha level 1 or level 2 initiation, means you are not initiated. Because only the people who fill the form and give a conscious consent that, yes, I would like to receive the initiation, will be receiving the benefit of the initiation. So it is important and mandatory that each and every one of you, even if you have received the Shiva Diksha earlier, but you are sitting for the session now, you are expected to fill this form. We can move on to the next slide. Now let us understand what is Vishesh Deeksha, which is a Shiva Diksha level 2. Vishesh Deeksha is the 2nd level initiation that bestows the right to offer the prayer and gratitude through personal puja to Guru, Guru Paduka and Paramashiva, which is the Atmalinga. Now, what really happens when you receive the Vishesh Deeksha? So Vishesh Deeksha is an initiation where you really want to have the deep feeling connection with the Guru and the deep feeling connection with Paramashiva, and you decide to receive this initiation, and every day. So what is really Vishesh Deeksha? You decide to have the right, you are given the right to offer the puja and the worship to Paramashiva and Guru. Well, whatever you share with Paramashiva during the puja every day, Paramashiva listens to you, he listens to you, and the Supreme Pontiff says, I am responsible for it. It is like you are empowered to do everyday worship. You are empowered to connect with the Guru, empowered to connect with Paramashiva and share whatever you feel, and you will literally see the answers coming to you every day. Next slide. Now, Vishesh Diksha is giving you a superconscious breakthrough where the Guru removes all the old light, the inner space from the disciple and replaces it with the Paramashiva's consciousness, the Shivatma, from his Anandaganda into the disciple getting initiated. So it's a very powerful initiation where literally the Paramashiva, the consciousness of Paramashiva is installed into you. Literally a new consciousness gets installed into you. That is why Vishesh Diksha, you are called Dvija. You are a newborn. You are not the old person that you knew about you anymore. You are a completely new person. And Eva Anderson in YouTube live chat is asking for a link. So you can, I request any of the volunteers who are watching this, please go ahead and put the link, tinyurl.com/PSM2 Shivadiksha, to put the link in the YouTube chat so that the participants can fill the form. Okay. So what is Vishesh Diksha? Vishesh Diksha is initiating you into power manifestation and opening the doors of Kailasa for you. It gives you the experience of Kailasa, and the Atmalinga, which is made of Spatika, is nothing but the space of Kailasa. Is just made into the physical matter and it is given to you as the Atmalinga. So Atmalinga is a Spatika, which is the ice which has carbonated over thousands of years, becomes Spatika, and that Spatika is made into the Atmalinga. Now receive Vishesh Diksha to live a stress-free life, living a life of power manifestation, having a direct access to Kailasa and a personal connection with Paramashiva. For all of these, if you really feel like, yes, this is how I want to live, then Vishesh Diksha is the solution for you. Because every day, when you do the Paramashiva Puja and the Guru Puja, you will actually literally feel the deep feeling connection with the Guru and the deep feeling connection with Paramashiva himself. Now, receiving the Atmalinga and doing the puja every day is literally awakening your consciousness, connecting yourself with Paramashiva. Every day, connecting with Paramashiva is such ultimate. Puja is a time-tested, foolproof, ultimate stress-busting methodology. Okay, so Nitya Priya Premananda is asking, can the admin please share the link to the Guru Dakshina? So I request the volunteers, if you're watching this, please share the link to offer the Guru Dakshina in the chat. In the YouTube live chat, we have participants asking to offer the Guru Dakshina. So I request our causing team or some of the volunteers who are watching this to please share the link. So it is easy for our viewers to offer the Guru Dakshina. Now, every day connecting with Paramashiva is ultimate. Puja is a time-tested, foolproof, ultimate stress-busting methodology. And if any of you are watching this, if you have any questions, you can post in the YouTube live chat and we can immediately attend to it. Vishesh Diksha and everyday puja gives you a life of bliss, ecstasy, powerfulness, life of oneness, and ultimately gives you the experience of Paramashivoham. Vishesh Diksha is extremely special and you should never miss it. The Vishesh Diksha directly opens your personal connection with Paramashiva and the Kailasa space. You get initiated into the power manifestation science. You have a personal, intimate connection, version of Paramashiva, Atmalinga for yourself. Atmalinga is nothing but Paramashiva programmed for you, programmed to respond to you, connect with you, and you will receive unimaginable benefits. Health, spiritual, everything starts with the Vishesh Diksha initiation. So do not miss receiving the Vishesh Diksha. Performing the Nitya Puja after receiving Vishesh Diksha is such a personal, direct enlightenment process. It makes you manifest the ultimate powers. Nitya Puja cleanses your whole system, detoxes your body, ripens your consciousness, and makes your consciousness open up in your system. So, when you receive Vishesh Diksha, you are given the right to worship Paramashiva, right to worship the Guru every day. A reference from the Soma Sambhu Padati, it says, कुसुमेनास्त्रजप्तेन तादये धृद्यदेशिषुं प्रास्फुरत्तारकाकारं चैतन्यं तत्र भावयेत्. The meaning of this verse: the Guru should throw the flowers invoked on the mantra Astraya Hum Fat at the disciples' chest, and imagine in the heart of the disciple the globe-shaped supreme spirit of the extreme effulgence inhabiting the subtle body. So direct reference on how the Vishesh Diksha is to be given. It gives us clear, detailed guidelines. and how the Guru literally replaces your consciousness with the consciousness of Paramashiva. So the step-by-step procedure as described in the Kamika Agama Sambhu Paddhati, how Vishesh Diksha is to be performed by the Guru. First, the invocation of the Vagishwari and Vagishwara in the heart of the fire in which Bhagavan Paramashiva has been invoked. The Guru then knocks the heart of the disciple with the flower. Visualize the consciousness sparkling as a star. The Guru then visualizes the consciousness sparkling as a star in the heart of the disciple. Enter the lotus of the heart of the disciple and put the consciousness of the disciple into the Guru's lotus of the heart. So the Guru then takes the consciousness and puts it into his own heart, keeps the consciousness of the disciple into the fire, and then the Guru offers the consciousness of the disciple into the fire. Now, when the consciousness is offered into the fire, the Guru knows that on seeing the way the fire burns, the Guru knows the sins committed by the disciple. Now, if the fire smells like filth, understand that the disciple has done the sins of land grabbing, killing a Brahmana, mated with Guru's wife, drunk liquor, killed the Acharya, killed a cow, and been ungrateful. If the fire is black in color and smells like burning a dead body, then you know that he has killed a pregnant woman. If the fire is burning in rotation and circle, then the disciple has killed a woman. If the fire shakes, then the disciple has stolen gold. If the fire blasts, then the disciple has killed a child. After the Homa is over, the Guru keeps the consciousness, the Atma of the disciple, which is like a fire sparks, in the lotus of the heart of the Guru. So first, the Guru takes the consciousness of the disciple, puts it into his own heart. Then he takes it from his heart, offers it into the fire. Based on how the fire burns, the Guru knows the karma of the disciple. The Guru then takes the consciousness back and puts it into his own heart. In the heart of the Guru merges the consciousness of the disciple with that of Bhagavan Paramashiva. Then the Guru then reinstalls that consciousness in the lotus of the heart of the disciple. This is what exactly happens. Now, there are some lifestyle changes that you need to follow if you are wanting to take the Shiva Diksha. The seeker, upon receiving the Vishesh Diksha, is ordained to follow some of these practices. The receiver will perform the Nitya daily puja of the Guru and the Shiva Linga every day. So, when you receive the Vishesh Diksha, you commit that I will be doing the puja every day. The puja takes about 15 to 20 minutes at the max. You can quickly do the Guru Puja and the Shiva Puja. We have a short version. We also have a YouTube video. So do not worry that, oh, I do not know how to offer the puja, or I do not know where to go. You do not need to know any of that. We have a YouTube video, guided YouTube video. We have the mantras. So you can learn the puja along with it. The receiver should not partake any non-vegetarian food. Here, the non-vegetarian means anything which causes pain to the other. For example, you cannot take any food which causes pain to the other. Let's say, for example, you cannot kill anything and have. You cannot harm anything and have. So meat, fish, eggs, and such foods are to be, of course, no non-vegetarian food, which includes yet, and also yeast. Yeast also is recommended not to be eaten, but definitely no meat, no fish, no eggs, no animal products. The receiver shall not engage in any of the activities of himsa or violence of any lives, including self, not even violence against yourself. Next slide. Offer the puja to Paramashiva and Guru every day. Takes only 15 to 20 minutes. If you are sick and if you are traveling and you miss the puja one day, the next day you do the puja 2 times. That days and the ones for yesterday. Paramashiva gives this as an option. So in case you miss the puja, unavoidable circumstances, then you can do the puja next day 2 times. The puja happens live in the Nithyananda TV, and the puja is also available on YouTube. It's an 18 minutes video, and you can do the puja along with the video. So there is a video title called the Nitya Puja, Pada Puja and Shiva Puja, the short version, which was uploaded in the 2020 Jan. So you can use that and you can play the video along with it. Now, please ensure you maintain the vegetarian diet. No animal meat, no fish, no egg, no mushrooms. Yes, mushroom is also considered non-vegetarian because it has the ability to store the pain. When you cut the mushroom, the plant has the ability to store the pain in the muscle, in the plant itself. So mushroom should not be partaken. Mushroom is also considered non-vegetarian. You are allowed to have vegetarian food. There is no restriction on onion, garlic. As far as the Vishesh Diksha is concerned, see, in the monastery, in the Adinam, in all our Adinams worldwide, we do not use onion, garlic, or green chili, but that's for a different reason. As far as the Vishesh Diksha is concerned, there is no restriction on onion, garlic, and green chili or dairy products. There is no specific mention of smoking or drinking with respect to Vishesh Diksha. See, Paramashiva has not specifically mentioned anything about smoking or drinking, so we are not saying anything. Whether you drink or smoke, there are no restrictions on that. Now, if by mistake you eat without realizing, let's say you eat a cake, somebody told you it doesn't have egg, but after you eat, you realize that, oh God, it has egg, then immediately take the Haritaki powder and flush that out of your system. Detoxify your body by immediately taking the Haritaki powder. Now, what are the Vishesh Diksha's do's and don'ts? An initiated disciple should not abuse Lord Paramashiva, who is the source of the cosmos. He should not abuse the Shastras revealed by Paramashiva. A disciple should not abuse the Guru, the Acharya, and the Shiva Sadhakas, the Shaiva Sadhaka seekers. He should not cross the shadow of the Shivalinga. He should not eat the food offered to Chandikeshwara, who is an accountant of Kailasa. He should not cross the garlands offered to Chandikeshwara. He should not abuse the person who has received the Shiva Diksha. Anybody who has received Shiva Diksha, you should not abuse them. Till the last breath, you should do Guru Puja and Shiva Puja. Continue to do the puja every day. Now, exemptions are given by Paramashiva for children who are initiated into Yajnopavita and are below the age of 16, for ignorant people, old people, women, kings, sick people, all those people, Paramashiva gives an exemption. The duties need to be instructed to be followed as much as possible. They can take the initiation as much as they can do. So here is the link, tinyurl.com/PSN2 Shiva Diksha. I request the volunteers to please paste the link in the YouTube chat, and you can please fill the form. This is for Shiva Diksha level 1 and level 2. It is the same form, and everybody is to fill this form irrespective of whether you have received the initiation before or not. If you are a first time initiate, you can, in the form, you can mention that option when the question asks you if you are a first time initiate, and or if you are getting reinitiated, means you are sitting for the initiation, but you have already received it earlier. So every viewer is requested to fill this form, and we are going to be right back with you after a very short break. An initiation empowered Marignana Sambandar to learn the Vedas and Agamas at the age of 7, who is the author of the Shaiva Samaya Neri, the code of the Shaivite religion. Now, guided by this great spiritual scientist, Marignana Sambandar received Shiva Diksha at the age of 7. Subsequently, he started understanding the Vedas and Agamas and went on to be the third guru of the world of the philosophy of Shaiva Siddhanta, the most sacred tradition of Lord Paramashiva, contributed through invaluable books that symbolized the rituals as found in the various Shaiva Agamas. So the very initiation can awaken that knowledge which is deep-rooted in us, and with especially with the initiation from the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, literally Swamiji is transmitting that experience of Paramashivoham into us and awakening that experience, giving us a glimpse of that experience. The Supreme Founder of Hinduism began empowering the world with this ultimate truth at a tender age of 11. Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, received Shiva Diksha from the 230th Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Tondai Mandala Adinam in Kanchipuram. Srila Sri Jnana Prakasha Desika Paramacharya Swamigal, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, was conferred the title 233rd Guru Maha Sannidhanam And with that name, 233rd Guru Maha Sannidhanam Srila Sri Jnana Prakasa Deshika Paramacharya Swamigal. At the age of 11, Swamiji delivered his first public discourse on this ultimate truth. Here you can see the picture of Swamiji at the age of 11. So how do we receive the Shiva Diksha? Now, once Swamiji has given the initiation, after today's initiation, all the Shiva Diksha level 1 initiates. If you are receiving the Diksha for the very first time today, then you are expected to draw this mandala in your home, and you will actually see the white cloth. You have to spread a white cloth and draw this mandala. The instructions on how to draw this mandala has been sent out in an email to all of you. It is basically made with plain